Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, I just want a quick statement real quick. The YouTube shorts have been absolutely blowing up. One of my most viewed shorts of all time was the Super Mario Brothers glitch video, which has like 10,000 views now, and my videos have been getting like to 100 to 1,000 views. So first off, I want to say thank you to all my viewers and new coming subscribers, as well as my current subscribers that have been sticking with me. Thank you, and welcome back to my channel, like always, with a Friday afternoon review. So you've seen a lot of stuff that was in my collection, yes? You know, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx, all that. I have not, there is a console I have right here that I have not shown you yet, and I think it's a pretty good one. It's a really, really early console. This might just be the oldest console in my collection. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it already, in my last short, the Mattel Intellevision, and it's even shining in gold. That's how good this thing is. This thing's freaking huge as well. It's like, my God, is this thing massive? I gotta have it in front of me like this because it looks like either I'm taking control of the Millennium Falcon. I got some phone, little radio here, or I'm playing as a DJ. You know a video game console's good when I don't even have to power this thing on for it to have fun with it. That's how you know they made a good console. And so, as you know, this thing is the competitor to the Atari 2600, which is another console I like a lot. But I'm talking to this one Yahoo. Like, I'm not going to name names, but I told them, like, I'm not crazy about the Atari 2600's graphics. In particular, the games are good. Games like Berserk, Asteroids, Defender, Pitfall, oh my God, I love Pitfall. And then this Yahoo.
Well, you're judging Atari 2600 by the graphics. Like, you have to work with...
Yeah, thanks, Sherlock. This is your daily reminder that this thing came out a year later, and I think they instantly improved the graphics. Mattel. Now, yeah, let's make it something that's blatantly obvious. There's a couple things I'm not crazy about with this thing. I love that they made the controllers fit within this thing, but yeah, controllers, not great. These things are a thumb sore. I guess I can see what they were going for, and you can't even change them out either because everything's hardwired, which is why I haven't really taken it with me anywhere. All these cords are hardwired, so God forbid anything breaks, I have to go get it repaired, which could take about a month. That's going to suck. And like the Game Gear, I kind of need a fix on this thing, because once in a while... Oh yeah, these things are freaking short. These are like TurboGrafx 16 wires, like Super Famicom wires, if you know what I'm talking about. Really short. Not very convenient. It's not a very convenient game system to just grab and go. But it's like, what really makes this thing a pretty decent system is you can have a game library as basic as the Atari 2600 and still have the decent games for it, despite having a shoddy controller. So, well done, Mattel. You actually nailed this thing out of the park. I do like this thing. It's shining in gold, and I got a stack of games here. And to finish off what I was saying about the console's years, yes, I understand that game companies had to work within their limitations. The Atari 2600 had great games. I'm not personally a big... I'll tell you what, I got the 2600 Plus specifically because it plays 7800 games. The 7800 is more of a rarity, and I like how not only do they have better graphics, but I think the 7800 has a slightly better game library. I think my two favorite Atari systems might be Okay, well, I think the 2600 might be a dead third place for me. It is pretty good. The 7800 and Lynx, from what I've played in the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection, forget the Jaguar. The Jaguar sucks ass. The 7800 and Lynx are some hidden gems. I do like the 2600. I don't like the graphics, and I'm not going to change my opinion on that either. Maybe by due time. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can have games that look like shit but still be fun. So, but in the Intellevision's case, this thing came out in like 1978, a year after the 2600, and it already had better graphics. So, let's talk about some games. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games so far, and ongoing. Let's start with probably already my favorite one on the entire system. It's a shooter. This is probably some of the cheesiest box. Like, this is the only loose one I have. This is the cheesiest box art I have ever seen. Prepare to be weirded out, but it is such a great game. Demon Attack by what was it? Magic. The Magic games on the 2600 and the Intellevision are gems. Now, the 2600 version of this game is also really good. I think you're going to want the Intellevision version though, because it's slightly better and it does have that boss at the end. Improved graphics, like I said, they straight up spray painted some dinosaur toys and slapped some custom jets on it. It's like custom modding. It's like, if you've seen custom minifigures and stuff, then this is like, they're doing this kind of stuff with these custom, like, cheap dinosaur plastic toys. Oh god, is it cheesy, but the game's so good. Here's a Space Invader knockoff, Space Armada, and here's why I really like the boxes. These boxes are so convenient to use, where you could just pull the cartridge straight out, which is ironic how I'm using the word convenience, because I said the Intellevision is not a very convenient game system. But just having it's like, it opens up like a book, and you can just take the cartridge right out. It's great. So Space Armada, it's a pretty decent port. It's a pretty decent Space Invaders knockoff. Everybody was making Space Invaders at the time. Not bad. And we got a little bit of boxing. Half of my games here are 2-player only, so judging them as games themselves, this one's not too bad, I suppose. I haven't really played this one 2-player, but it's boxing. What are you gonna do? Not gonna hurt anybody. Here's a. Let's talk about this one real quick. Bowling, and yes, I mean bowling. Just straight up bowling. Here, back of the box right here. Here's what this one definitely ones up over Atari bowling. You get more options, like where you want to position the player and bowl the pins, and then it changes the view, like Atari didn't do this. Atari was just like, you have a player, the graphics were more limited. Atari was more simple, if you can believe that, but the Intellevision version changes up the camera view from side to front facing, and that alone, it's just the little things in life that just make things a lot better. So yeah, again, recommended over the Atari version. Here's an interesting one. Basketball, one of 2 basketball games I currently have in my collection. This actually says like Sears Telegames, but it actually does work with the Intellevision, which is falling out of the box, damn it. Oh yeah, this one did not age well. By the way, Space Armada and Demon Attack I paid separately. I got the rest of these games for free. I also almost had my hands on Astro Smash. It did not work, so I had to return it, unfortunately. But I did get the Atari version on the 50th Anniversary Collection, and it's pretty decent. A couple more games here. We got Auto Racing, and one of the ones that's emphasis on graphically impressive. It almost reminds me of it kind of looks almost like an MSX game almost. Like 1 year later, and this is the graphics they were pumping out. And I think it's more of a novelty trying to control this thing with the wheel. You don't even turn it, you just kind of like tap on it on the sides. I think it was kind of a missed opportunity. I mean, maybe it does kind of control turning the wheel just a little bit, but it works better if you're tapping on it. But overall, for a quick, I think this, if I never seen the movie Knight Rider, but I think this one actually did make an appearance in that movie. This specific version, and the guy was like playing with a 2600 controller. So yeah, I think this one even made in a movie appearance. Very interesting. And one of my family members and I actually did play this one 2-player. It's Armor Battle. This one is a little bit of fun. She admitted this was a pretty fun game. You got a couple tanks, you gotta trek through some fields, and you gotta blow up the other player's tanks. It's a load of fun, very simple, very fun. And here's my current Intellevision collection that's ongoing. I will definitely hunt down more Magic games for the 2600 and the Intellevision. Like I said, I think between the two, I would have to go Intellevision over Atari, but if we're talking later on, I would have to go with the 7800 games. So again, I'm not just talking about graphics here, I'm talking about games overall. The more games went on, the better they became. Well, alright, check my last short because modern gamings are starting to become utter shit. I mean, like, right in the middle of the era, it was, I think, is absolutely peak. Nintendo and SNES, Genesis were gold. But yeah, this is, appreciate you guys watching, and thank you, as always, for tuning in to the quick review of the Mattel Intellevision, console I've not talked about on my channel yet, that I've had for a few months now. Okay, guys. Leaving the itch.io link below, and it's in the description page on my channel. So, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.